Yeah, hello guys. I just felt I should make a video about how you can prepare for your examinations. So I call this video how to prepare for your examination at National Open University of Nigeria. The first thing you need to do is that you read your course materials. That is very important because many of you want to come for an exam and then you have not read your course material, you don't know the content. How do you really sincerely expect to pass that kind of exam? So the first thing you do is that you read your course materials. Now as you're reading course material, you just don't read it, you also make sure you are taking notes. So that is also important. You should take notes in the course material as you are reading. That helps your understanding. It helps your comprehension. Then the next thing that you do is that you make sure that now we are doing instructional videos. I'm also doing online facilitation. So if the course you're taking has instructional videos and it has online facilitation, then it is actually important that you make sure that you also go and watch them, whether it is hosted on the Learning Content Management System YouTube channel or in the individual lecturers channel, wherever it is. Make sure that you go back and watch these videos. I mean, you'll be glad. But let me also tell you that all the live facilitations, even if you missed it, they are all in your course page on MOOC. So make sure that you go to the e-learn through the e-learn link and go and watch all these live facilitation videos. It's very important that you do that because even though you miss class, that in that way you could actually participate in the recorded video, because all the live classes are actually recorded so that you can have access to them in the future, because this is why we have an ODL system. Then the other thing that is important that you do is this, and that is that you what do you call it now? It is that you also make sure that you read the recommended text. Read up the recommended text, the text books, because at the end of all your course material you always find say further reading. Now you have references and further reading, let me put it like that. They are not for decoration. They are actually meant to help you to what do you call it now, to read ahead of class, to read beyond the course material. But many of you tend to restrict ourselves to just reading the course material. The course material is one person's aggregation of those materials in that field. So it's important that you also go and read up yourself. That is very important. Then also in your course page, in your inline page, you also will have e-library materials also presented there. So make sure that you also go and check those ones, and you make sure you read them, because it's very important that you do that. Then as much as possible, make sure that you also check your portal, check the website, check the university website for information, because at times some of us we just rely on other people giving us information. Or even I know many of us, when I was center director, I know many of us that used to that tend to get somebody else to register for us. I had a very funny case of a student coming, and then he said why is it, because it's not on this thing. But so by the time we check, you know what do we find? We found that he actually the person that he gave to register again for the courses he has already done the previous semester, and that tells you something about irresponsibility. So it is very important that you check the website. It is open, accessible to many people. So why should you, that you're a student, not take the time to go and study, or to see these things that the university has put up for you to see? It just continues to be a marvel to me why students will not take time to do this. So it's very important that you go and check the website and see the information, and especially the timetable. Some of you, because you didn't know, you didn't check the timetable, or you just took timetable, probably the draft timetable where the time or date of the exam has changed. That's what you just collect from somebody and then you'll be working with. whereas probably the final timetable had come out. You will not go to your study center to go and check that. Then some of you will not bother to check the website, because the final timetable will always be uploaded on the announcement page of the website. So make sure you are checking the website. That is very, very important. Then, now if you have done all this, I also advise that you do something. Go very early to the exam venue. Some of you will just be giving excuses, then when you are locked out or you are not given access anymore to the exam venue, because I mean the integrity of the exam is that we make sure that we ensure that there's no way you get access to it. After that people have started, where will you say you are coming from? They now expect to be allowed in. But go early. Even if wherever you are, you have the challenge that okay, you may have issue of transportation, or at times maybe the weather, but in this second semester that we are going into now, there is no weather that will disturb you, because we are I mean, for God's sake, wherever you are in Nigeria, this is November. This is November that is starting today, and then you cannot say that it's rain that is stopping you. I know, yes, in the southern region it may not be as dry as it has become in a place like Abuja where I am, but then the issue is that it's not like during that heart of rainy season when you say it is rain that is stopping you. So go early to your exam venue, do all you can to make sure you are there on time. And I also advise that you eat well. Now, why you say what's my business with that? I can tell you from experience as center director, some of the nurses, they will say they are coming from the night duty, they have not eaten, then they will start fainting inside the exam hall. I mean, this can be avoided, sincerely. If you are an undergraduate or you postgraduate student, that means you are probably an adult. And for that reason, being responsible also is making sure that you take care of yourself. Yes, I was forced then as a center director to I'll buy Sprite or something that can give them glucose, so that if anybody faints by any chance, they can take that. But then I assure you that it's totally avoidable. It's just being a little bit more responsible. So let's also learn that and become responsible for ourselves when we go for our exams. Now, if the exam you are taking is virtual exam, which also is optional, we are running an ODL system, so you may decide to say you want to do the on-demand exam, which is done virtually. It's okay, but the truth is this: most people get into trouble because they feel that because they are in their homes or their offices, they could do as they like, but they don't know that because of tutoring, they could actually be discovered, and at times that is why people get into trouble, and many people find that it is not really such an easy thing to get away with murder inside the exam hall. So I'm trying to get some of the points that I probably have forgotten. Then I also want you to take note that if you have a question in an exam hall, yes, that's what I'm trying to remember now. You have a question in an exam hall, you know what to do. Some of you are in the habit of talking to your classmates, your co-examinees, and be asking them questions. Please raise up your hand, and your invigilators, any of them will come to you and ask you what you need, and then they will be able to attend to you. So it is not the business of somebody that you are taking exam with to begin to answer your questions in exam, and then for God's sake, what you're actually doing is that you are distracting the person. Then I will also advise read that back. There's instructions about the conduct of the exam. Of course, like as a standard director, I also know that we have a whole banner, or whether you call it banner or poster, I don't know what they call it now, where all the examination regulations were written. But many of you don't bother to do it. Many of you don't bother to read it. But then it's at the back of your script. If you are doing the pen on paper exam, it's at the back of your script. Take time to read it. As you are, even probably by the time the script will be given to you and you are waiting for examination question, why you have not been given, you can take time out to read. Even if you have been given, if you time yourself well, you can actually do all these things, and then you'll be better for it. So when you know what is required. But there is another thing I noticed. There's always a pre-exam briefing, but many of you don't go. I hope you go, because I know now that the time has been fixed when you start off, and then you know, but you'll be saying you are busy. Some people will say for me, Okay, as we say in the local parlance. But then, whether it is funny or it is because you are truly busy, I think you have a time before the night that you can read. But I also remember now, because of the COVID-19 lockdown, we have gotten to a point where people actually are able to um, have options. Because I remember then the first time after the COVID lockdown, I did my virtually. I didn't have okay. I think some people actually came physically to the center. So now we do pre-exam briefing, and you know why? So that some of the things you complain about you don't know, and that's why we do that. So if there's a pre-exam briefing in your study center, make sure you go and attend. I am going to also say in the next video I will talk to you about what and what you should not do. So I wish you the best of luck, but it's very very important that you really take seriously some of these points. I don't know, it's not exhaustive, but I have tried to present to you what I think are the most important thing, more an experience, and my experience as a study center director and as a dean in the faculty of arts. So I hope this piece of information help you. There's nothing like having a certificate you can be proud of because you earned it, and you can earn it if you do simple things, sincerely simple things. You don't need somebody. I'm going to do another video on those ones. I've had series of videos I plan to do, and I hope these things helps you, because there are many questions people call me to ask as a team, because my number is accessible to them, and they call me and they'll be asking, and I'll just look like, I mean, these things are available on the website of the university, but there's no problem. I'll give myself, I just thought about it over the weekend, and I give myself the assignment. I'm going to answer as many of the questions as I can about the university. So wishing you the best of luck in your study with us. I'm telling you, this is the best choice you can make to decide to study in the National Open University of Nigeria. So good luck to you. Best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations in advance as you do well in your exams. God bless you.